Radio 2.0. Senti la tua.
So we are with two big music. We are with Jack Broadbent and with Willie Nile. We are so
Cheers.
pleased to be here. Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers.
Okay, so let's do a double interview to both of them.
Maybe it's a double interview because I think I have in front of my face two generations. Okay, different but similar. It's the same way.
Yeah.
I think that the love for the music is distinctive
That's why we're here.
between you.
Why don't we ask about the age?
Oh yeah.
What's your age?
What's your age?
I'm 65.
Yeah.
I'm 112.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't look a day over 113.
Okay.
Still sitting.
Okay. So we can start with the basic interview.
Yeah.
Where you come from?
Age before beauty.
Born in Buffalo, New York, but I've been living in New York City and Greenwich Village for 40 years.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And you still live there?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
I moved there when I was 5.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Right.
On my own. I just got my suitcase and my bottle and off I went.
Okay. And you?
I'm from the UK, from England,
Yeah.
and but I currently live in Montreal, up in Canada.
Montreal,
Wow.
Canada. Oh, it's great.
Do you like Canada?
No, it's terrible.
No.
I
Why?
love it.
Okay.
No.
Very much.
Okay. Bye.
How do you start play music? To play guitar in your case, and you, for Willie, how do you start to write songs and sing songs?
Jack, you first.
My father's a musician, so I always had guitars around the house.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you'll agree, if you've got someone in close proximity that loves something enough, it rubs off on you, right? And so I was going to gigs every weekend with my mum to watch my dad play. And I remember learning to write or to play, but because I wanted to write.
Yeah.
And my dad showing me an E chord and an A chord, and me trying to play a G chord, and him saying, maybe next year your hands will be big enough to play. But so for that year I wrote songs in E and A, and then so I was probably 9 or 10 learning to play guitar.
Okay. Yeah.
Wow.
Willie?
My grandfather led orchestras for 25 years in vaudeville.
Whoa.
He worked 6 days a week in the post office and 7 nights a week. I mean, running orchestras for vaudeville. He played with Bojangles Robinson every Christmas on a Christmas card. When he died in 1953, Eddie Cantor, legendary 20s vaudeville guy, said on national TV, my good friend Dick Noonan passed away this week, that he took the time to do that. Half an hour show, nationwide. Who would take a minute? Obviously, they were musicians and friends. You know, he had a nationwide TV show. They took a moment to send condolences. My uncles played piano, boogie woogie, ragtime stuff. And my older brothers, I'm one of 8 kids. My older brothers brought rock and roll records.
Okay.
I just grew up with it. It was always music. And I saw the Beatles on TV and heard Bob Dylan, and I'm like, that's it.
Okay. It's I think that it was a great idea from the parents and uncle and every
Family.
every family.
Family business.
Yeah.
What would you like to do if you were not a singer or if you were not a musician?
I'll be a stripper.
Sorry?
A stripper.
Okay.
Oh.
Maybe yes, maybe no.
Okay.
Give me your
And
socks.
I'd run a strip club.
Yeah. He's smarter than I am.
You could work together. So you could work together. Okay. So.
Cheers.
Okay. What would you say to a young boy or young girl that want to be a musician in the future?
Experiment with LSD.
As much LSD and mushrooms as you can do. But really, kidding aside, follow your heart. If you believe it, and it means something to you, it might mean something to someone else. And if it's true, if music is a language that's beyond, whether it's just instrumental music or with words, my advice would be just follow your heart. If you don't believe it, don't bother. but listen to your own heart and your own instincts.
Because if you don't feel it, they will.
If you
No
don't
way
feel
they're
it-
going to feel it.
You know, like who wants to be American Idol? Not me. You know, it's nothing against those people that do that. That's okay, but that's not what inspires me. You know, and just
It's not the same job. That kind of level
Yeah.
of commerciality is not the same thing, in my opinion,
No, it's-
as the expression that comes from a lifetime of writing and a back catalogue that supports that. You know, to go out. I mean, I'm actually only 28, not 65, and already, as I'm sure was the case for you, I mean, I've got material in different genres or in different places that kind of, for me, it's like it becomes like looking back at old friends and family. You know, it's sort of a diary, and I think if you work on that from a young age, you've got so much power when you're older to use this. It shows you can do so much.
and what you're saying is tell your own story. Tell what's real to you. You know, just each of us has our own experiences. We all have different cradles and cribs we came from. You know, I want to hear where you came from. Tell me your story. You know, believe in yourself and just do the best you can and never give the fuck up. Never give.
I think that you have a topic in common. I mean,
You have Chianti in common to that.
yeah, but
And rain.
And rain.
but
And Radio
also
2.0, okay?
Oh yeah, we love Radio 2.
Raised up Radio 2.0. Yeah.
I think that the street is the key word to speak about your career and your career too. Because we saw, for example, a video of you on internet. You were a busker on the streets of Amsterdam, for example, and you wrote, for example, an album, Streets of New York.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
So the streets is the keyword, I think, to tell about you. What do you think about it?
Well, we all come from the streets one way or another. You know, Edith Piaf was born on a street, on a stoop in Paris, and what a great singer. Something about the street came through her life. And when I moved to New York, I learned so much. You know, I had a good family. I was lucky growing up with a real warm, loving family. But when I came to New York, I learned so much from the street. And I have children. I have 4 children and 3 grandchildren. No, 4 grandchildren. So, and when they come to New York teaches. You know, the streets of New York, the streets of your own town can teach you stuff. And that's a good, streets. Here's to the streets. Here's to the streets of
Yeah.
Lincolnshire.
We have small lanes in Lincolnshire, little roads.
Small lanes, big stories.
But I think in a similar sort of way as with you, I moved to London when I was like 21. And prior to that, I'd not lived anywhere. I'd only lived in the rural area, and that for me was always an amazing springboard for writing and creativity, because there's nothing there. So you create everything that you're making, right? Whereas when I moved to London, all of a sudden I was influenced by everything, and so not only how I play, but how I wrote, certainly, you know, million pieces of inspiration every minute.
Yeah.
Just sitting by a window in a pub somewhere.
Yeah, it's great. And the combination of the two, the rural
Yeah.
and the quiet and the noise. Yeah, it's a nice combination.
Which is why I actually really like Montreal, because it's got this New York kind of vibe in certain areas of the town, and it's quite gritty and real and stuff. And you drive an hour outside of it, and there's lakes everywhere, and it's beautiful. And yeah, good balance. And it's like the key.
Here, here.
We should do more interviews together.
We should do
We're
it.
so productive together.
I'm not doing any more interviews without Jack. That's it. That's it. Willie, please, CNN wants to interview. Sorry, where's Jack?
Fly me in. As long as the wine's right.
Find Jack, with Chianti, with a couple of bottles of Chianti.
Do you need to top up?
A little bit.
Just
We're
two
gonna have to go
percent.
steady with this. I'm nervous now.
No, it's good.
Very well.
Thunder.
You're great.
I think that we have to
I
let them
have
do.
just a little bit of envy
But the wine.
by the wine, yeah.
Yeah, apparently there's loads of bottles left.
Yeah, more to come.
It's okay,
Well,
it's okay.
we say that, but I've already made a space in the back of our car.
See.
That's a good idea.
So I think it's
That's a really good idea.
Last two questions.
That's a
Last
good idea.
question.
Christina, remind me
What?
to take some wine when you leave. This is nice wine.
Okay.
You never know.
We've got a flight tomorrow, so I'm going to drink it all before we go.
Where are you
on that
flying
plane.
tomorrow?
I don't know. You have to ask my tour manager.
Isn't that lovely? You can, like when we were driving today, Christine asked me, "What about this?" I go, "Oh, I'll just follow you. You know what I mean?"
Yeah.
It's like there's some fun in that.
What time am I playing?
Yeah. What time I play? Okay.
Jack, can we ask you about how do you decide to use a flask as a slide for your guitar?
It's called chronic alcoholism.
Yeah. Here. Here.
Okay.
It's the perfect tool for the job.
Uh-huh.
For me personally,
Okay.
because it's bulky, it's bigger.
Uh-huh.
It's all in your wrist action. The slide thing, rather than like holding a small, like a pinching like a little bottleneck or something like that. And also because I'm chronic alcoholic. In fact, that's going to be the name of my new album. Chronic alcoholic.
Yeah, that's good. It rhymes.
Great.
Chronic alcoholic.
I know you have Jack. I know you have some days in Italy. Yesterday you were in Madrid. Today you are here at Druso, and then I think that in the week you are in Bellinzona
That's
and
right,
in
yeah.
Rome. It's okay.
Yeah, that's
But
right.
do you have some new products? Or
I've got my own range of Jack Broadbent dildos coming out.
I love that. I've got some of those.
Yeah.
They work.
You can edit that bit out.
Yeah.
But no, I've actually got an album with me that I made early. What year is it now? 2017. I made at the end of last year, and I finally got some copies of it ready for people to buy. Which
You
I
have
didn't
it
have
tonight?
before, and I've got some tonight. The album's called Portrait, and it comes with a free vibrator.
Free vibrator. That's
Free
how to say
vibe.
it. My records come with Willie Nile condoms everywhere. Buy a CD, get a condom.
Okay.
Okay.
Last question for you, Willie.
Yes, sir.
In 2015, you were in Asbury Park.
Yeah.
You played with Bruce Springsteen,
Yeah.
and I think I brought, for example, Young
What
Jet,
tell 'em about you?
Roger
Oh,
Daltrey,
right tonight. Huh?
Billy Idol.
Yeah, I played with Roger
So-
Daltrey.
Okay, and
in the
this
London-
year
in
on the
benefit.
on
They raised
June.
$5 million bucks.
They paid you $5 million.
No, I didn't get $5 million. They raised, but you
They
should have paid $5 million.
They offered me $5 million, Roger Daltrey, and I told you.
No. It was a benefit for cancer. It was great. And I played with the Grammys were honoring Townsend. It was two Mays ago.
Because of his drug, the
drug
album of drug addiction.
Yes,
Yeah.
I forget the name of the charity that the Grammys have. Maybe it'll come to me, but they were honoring Pete, and Billy Idol was there. Pete's been a big help to Billy. And I toured with the Who in 1980, you know, my first record. I was 5 years old. And I toured across the U.S. with the Who, you know. And I remember at Arista, so one of the people said, "Oh, Pete Townsend loves your record." And I just thought,
Oh.
yeah, sure he does. I thought it was bullshit. And then we were touring. I played in Los Angeles, and the manager, Bill Curverstein, was a great guy, came out. And he said, "Do you want to tour across the U.S. with the Who?" I thought he was kidding. And then I realized he was very serious. I went, "Okay." And I toured across the U.S. with the Who, night after night, watching that band play.
Nice.
It was thunder. It was just very. I mean, I thought
Was that all amphitheaters and
it was arenas.
yeah, like
it was
Jones Beach, all that kind of
20,000.
place?
The bigger, it was 20,000, 25,000, 18,000, but it was arenas because it was July, but they were indoors. Man, experience of a lifetime.
Mm.
And the record company, when I called up the record company, I said, we need tour support, and who was offered me the tour? And they go, "Well, we can't put." They took me out. This guy took me out for a ride in Mulholland Drive, saying, "You know, Bruce Springsteen was booed off the stage at 75, opening for Chicago, and it left him in a bad feeling. And we don't want you to get hurt." I go, "I appreciate you looking out for me like that."
Let me get hurt.
I said, "That hurt." And I said, they didn't want to spend money. I understand business, but I go, as a fan, I'm doing it. You know, I did this in the beginning because I thought this would be fun, and it meant something. I did that tour, fucking hell, total blast. Had a great time playing for like 20,000. They
Was that were you playing with a band or were you playing
a
solo?
full band.
Yeah, right.
You could do it solo. You could
I
kill
did
it.
do it solo.
Did
Last year I opened for Skinnerd all over the States.
You did that solo.
Yeah,
They must have loved you.
17,000 people
Okay.
every night.
Okay, guys, I love it.
Just a question. We know that you be in Asbury Park again on June 17th.
June 17th.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can we expect other surprises? Maybe.
I'll invite some friends. You never know who will show.
When's that?
June 17th. I'm playing. I made a new album. I did an album of Bob Dylan songs.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's called Positively Bob.
Uh-huh.
Willie Nile sings Bob Dylan. I never in my life thought about doing something like that. But last May, it was his 75th birthday,
Uh-huh.
and City Winery in New York, they were doing a Bob birthday party. They said, "You come and sing 4 songs to close the show." And I went, let me think about it. I normally wouldn't. And so I went late one night. I was looking at this website, all the songs. No. I could do Hard Rains Are Gonna Fall like Bolero. Boom. I got it here. Christina, Streets of New York. Give. World War I. I haven't had World War I. That was World War I. True. That was World War II. Well, now there's World War fucking Will.
I love it.
And
Okay.
so
Please,
I made an album about Dylan songs. And
Uh-huh.
that night, I picked 4 songs.
Uh-huh.
I'll do 3 tonight. And it was so much fun, and the songs were so relevant to the world we live in today. Bob wrote some of those songs at 21 years old. They were blowing in the wind. Hard Rain's Gonna Fall, 21. What? And it was so much fun, and people went, oh, and I rocked them. And so I thought, if I had 6 more songs, I got a record. So I'm going to do it. And some friends in the record business, oh no, big mistake. I went, I don't care. I came here to have fun and to follow my heart. So I don't care about if I fall on my face. I don't give a fuck. I thought, I didn't even think about that. And it's a pisser. When you're blowing the wind, it's like I want to be sedated. Fucking kill it. So I made this record. So June 17th, I'm playing it in Asbury Park. It's a CD release party. But I'm selling it tonight, first time.
Okay.
The first show. I have to tell the audience, shh, don't put this on the internet. Don't, not yet.
Yeah.
Wait, fuckers.
Okay.
But the people are good. If you ask, they'll okay.
Could you just say hello to our listeners? Well, Radio 2.0 or 2.0 is the name in Italian.
So-
if you just say
Okay. Ciao. Radio 2.0.
yeah.
See?
Jack, Willie.
Radio 2.0. Senti la tua.